now turned into two random... Shalom! This is Education with Rabbi David. Today we're going to be talking about Mishloach Manot, because many of you have been asking, hey, what is Mishloach Manot? Well, let me first tell you, Mishloach Manot is a tradition we started back in the days of the Megillah, in the Scroll of Esther, where when we didn't die, we ended up giving each other gifts of food, which you'd have to throw out before Pesach. And now, we still have this tradition to this day. And many sisterhoods have made a lot of good money off of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to teach you how to make that Mishloach Manot that says, this is something I made. I missed out on the Easter sale last year, and I'm going to make my own gift basket. That's right. We don't, as Jews, keep any of the Catholic traditions, but we do purchase the stuff when it goes on sale. So you might even want to use some Christmas products that you bought at the Christmas tree shop. It all works. It's all very festive, as long as you bought it after Christmas when it went on sale. Now here is what you need. You want to first make sure that you have all the necessary, got some almonds over here, got some peanuts, all the nuts. You want your nut area. You have your nut area, you have your chocolate area, you want to have your little pastry stuff, you want to have different brachot, different blessings. You also want to make sure that you have tin. Very important. We might not use it, but it is a Jewish holiday and there's food. So if you have food in a Jewish holiday, got to have the tin. Make sure you have that, and you never know when you might have to clean up for Pesach. How do we put together that Mishloach Manot that says, hey, I made it? So I'm here to teach you how to do that. First, you always want to have a plate. It's better with a paper plate, because plastic, when you fold plastic, it rips. You see how easily plastic rips? So that's why we have to have a lot of plastic if we're making it in Israel. You also want to have your stapler. And you want to make sure staples are inside. If you don't have staples inside, then you cannot do your paper plate hamantash. I don't know if you remember back to Sukkot when you made the paper chain going from side to side of your sukkah until it rained, and then you had two chains coming down. It's very similar to Japanese origami. The difference with Jewish origami and Japanese origami is that in Jewish origami we use staples. It's still paper art, but it makes it a lot easier to then do. I don't know why they never figured out the staple aspect. See that? You do that. Now it's not a linking chain, right? If I were to then put, this is for the sukkah, if I were to then put this and that, you see it doesn't go like that. So what you do is you put that through the start of a chain. And it's always better even to use different colors, but we don't have any different colors to use. So what we can do is always have your pen ready, and you go like this, you make a little stripe going over it, and then it's very artistic, very artistic. See that? And it makes it a lot easier. You can see if you just staple it together, it stays together much easier as opposed to folding it a good 10, 15 times. It makes it very hard. A lot of these little things that your kids are learning in school, very helpful for making a meaningful Jewish home. If you can make a paper mache hamantash to then, instead of a paper plate hamantash, it makes it much better. But that's, you know, depending on what your kid's doing in art class that year. This is a plastic. It's very hard to do origami with a plastic plate, but that's why origami was never done with plastic, because it breaks. Now that you have your staples in, and you made sure that they didn't flip over while you were closing your staplers, so they're working staples. See, that comes right out. You take your plate, fold it first over there. Now let's get that first staple going in. I just want to let all the parents that are watching this out there know, Purim is not an excuse to dress up your little boy as a transvestite. I've noticed a lot of parents out there come around it here, boom. See that? Oh, there we go. You see, you have to be very soft. Come around it very soft. Now what you're doing, just like you would make a regular hamantash, coming around, look at that. Looks just like the Pilgrims. George Washington took the same tradition and started using it. Make sure you have your staples placed correctly in your stapler. Just got to staple it a few more times, but that's fine. That's fine. The Jewish origami, you're allowed to staple as many times as you want. Now this would not be finished without filling it with other foods that make it the perfect Purim Mishloach Manot. It's a poppy seed hamantash. I'm not going to eat it. Got mixed in with the chocolate. I'm going to put that in. Nobody wants a poppy seed hamantash. We're going to put the poppy seed hamantash over here. See, we got mikupellet. If you take it out of the package, you can still enjoy part of the Mishloach Manot yourself. And Look at that. See? Put this half in here. Eat myself. Popcorn, this is beautiful. Popcorn, past expiration, throw it in. I got from the Comans earlier this morning, they gave me lemon wafers. Now, I don't like lemon wafers. Nobody likes lemon wafers. Just want to try to figure out why they bought them, but they had them. I can't. Still not open. Now we're filling it up. This is called filling it up. You want to put in a lot of stuff that you don't want. Everybody see, this is turning into a very festive basket. A very festive basket. You see that? Now you also want to give alcohol. Now I forgot the last time that I flew back to Israel on El Al to take one of the thimble size Johnny Walkers to give to the people. That was a very big mistake. See, we have a full, here's the alcohol shell. Here, we can put in a little Absolute. Now, you can see this is a very big bottle. You don't want to waste too much money on your friends. A little more. Okay, now you can put this in. Now, I don't know if it's a good idea to take alcohol if you're on medication. One second. Okay, this was not a good idea. This was the wrong medication to be taking alcohol with. You don't want to do that. Children, if you're taking medication, do not drink alcohol on prescribed medication. Very important. It might be fine, I think with Flintstone vitamins, you're allowed to drink alcohol. I don't think that, but if it's anything stronger than Flintstone vitamins, do not drink alcohol if you're a child. Just here, I haven't used this in a few years. Maybe if you have a plastic grogger, even better, throw that in. And some files. These are pointless files. Anything you really want to get rid of, this is the perfect time to then put it. And I kind of, now before you rip your bag, because you want to make it full, you want them to know that you put a lot of thought into it. Then you start pulling this around, and then you're going to have your Mishloach Manot all ready. You can use the files that fall out. Maybe that's for the next Mishloach Manot. Here's your paper plate Mishloach Manot with Rabbi David. We have right over here a ready Mishloach Manot from the Coens, which we already pulled out the lemon wafers from. Actually pretty decent. I can use this. I can use this on Shabbos. That's a pretty good one. Pretty show-offs. I'll keep this one I'll put in my Mishloach Manot because it's already past expiration. I'm not going to use it. There's no reason why you can't turn a nice package into something meaningful if you just go like that and you then staple it. You can also make this into a hamantash. You want to stick to this is a wicker hamantash we're making right now. I think this one's going to need a little more tape than the other. Yeah, there we go. The Goldsmith always gives the worst hamantash. You know you just want to get rid of the Goldsmith hamantash. It's really worse. Still, it's a little too much alcohol in here. You want to. And there you go. See that? Everybody see that? A wicker. You can turn anything into a good hamantash. Old pictures. Maybe I'll watch some old pictures. Sign that. Let them know it's from Rabbi David. Rabbi David. There we go. That's meaningful. That's good. See that? Says Rabbi David on that. Need a drink. They don't have to. Well, I'm taking this to the parties. Purim Sameach, guys. That was how to make a Mishloach Manot with Rabbi David. That's good stuff. Okay. Purim Sameach, kids. Purim Sameach. Till next time, everybody keep safe, and remember, as the Ministry of Safety says, alcohol makes you feel self-confident. Purim Sameach. Be safe, kids. There we go. They also don't like lemon wafers, but you can now reuse these lemon wafers. A lot of people, they make the mistake of using a full Mishloach Manot that they got from somebody else and then giving that to the other person. You have to take off the Cohen name card in order to make it, let's say it's coming from David Kilimnick, Rabbi David. You want to then put on Rabbi David on that, take off their card. Definitely not eating lemon wafers. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. It's actually very disgusting. How do you make an origami card? That's an excellent question. What you do is you take a piece of paper. Just want you all to watch. This is a very important aspect. You take it, you cut this side. You see that? Cut it straight. You take that piece of paper and you fold it, and there you have an origami card. Signing origami, which signing origami is where you take the card and you put Purim, we'll stick to English, Sameach, spelled S-A-M-A-Y-Ach. Okay, you stick it on like this, okay, with the Jewish or the origami tradition we have of taking tape. And you take the tape, and then you can also use electric tape to make an origami bow. What you do is like this, you come around it like this, and then you tape that, everybody see this? Over here. See that? That's an origami bow right over there. With an origami bow made out of tape and an origami paper, plastic plate if you're in Israel. And there you have it. Beautiful Passover Mishloach Manot for your friends.